welcome to another episode of the Modern Gamer Podcast. I'm your host Amar, and today with me is Nihad, or Kamoze in his alter ego form, and we'll be talking, as always, how do we balance our gaming with our professional lives, and how can we even make use of the little time that we have in order to maximize the gaming. Welcome, Nihad. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Welcome. Thank you for inviting me, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Great. So, Nihad, the real life Nihad, Kamoze alter ego, how do you balance it, and who is Nihad and who is Kamoze?
Well, Nihad is an architect in real life, starting my own firm like in a couple of days. And my alter ego, also known as Kamoze or G0, but Kamoze mostly was a gamer at the time, but now part-time gamer, full-time dad. So it's a difficult balance to make, but it can be done, to be honest.
Great. So you said you are opening your architecture company. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Has gaming influenced your architecture brain, so to say, your architecture designs? Have you taken any inspiration from gaming, or can it even be taken?
Yeah. Well, as you know, the games that I play mostly are like World of Warcraft, and there's a lot of housing, buildings, castles, and so on. And everything is part of history. Everything has to be done, or somebody has to model it. So basically, you have to have someone that is architect or understand how the buildings are made. So when I do architecture or when I design houses, you can see some inspirations coming also from gaming, because there are a lot of details, especially in games like Skyrim, Witcher, and so on, with a lot of details. And if you have like a client that's from France or from Germany, there is a lot of history sites that needs remodeling. So you can take inspiration in that. And fun fact, not sure if you knew, but when the cathedral of the Notre Dame was on fire, they used a replica from Assassin's Creed to remodel it. So basically, you have somebody that did it in the game, and now they copy everything from game in real life.
Wow, that's amazing! Actually, like preservation of almost documentation in gaming itself. Yeah. Great, amazing. So, Kamoze, who is he?
Well, I'm not sure. I think I'm like a chill dude with well, I want to win at everything, and it's really hard. So I try to balance my temper. So when I play games, it's like calm down. It's just a game, but it's
it's never just a game.
Yeah. That's the main part. It's never just a game, and especially if somebody says, "Oh, pause it." No, you can't pause it. You have
pause
to
an online game.
You have to finish it, and that's it.
Great. So, new time dad, I assume, right? It's your first kid.
Got a daughter that's 1.5 years old.
Great. So congratulations on that first.
Thank you very much.
How does now being a dad, and of course, while running your own company is hard in itself, architecture is even harder in itself, but now being a dad, do you even have time to game at all?
You can make it. I mean, for example, I have a really lovely daughter, and from day one we try to manage her time from early morning till sleep time. So basically, she gets up around 7, maybe 6.5. It's always like me or my wife gets up, play with her, give her breakfast, and so on. Later on, when we go to work, my wife's parents take care of Nadia.
Mhm.
And when we get back home, we pick her up, and it's always play with her, try to be there for her until like 8 or 9, and that's the time when you see she's sleepy. So
Mhm.
basically, it's a story time. Tuck her in bed, change the diapers. She goes to bed. I spend time with my wife. I don't know, watching movies or
Mhm. Mhm.
chatting or something on, and then I get her to bed to sleep,
Then
and then
Kamoze
it's
gets
then Kamoze gets on. So it's like,
great,
I don't know, let's say from 10 till maybe 1, 2. That's my free time, my personal space.
great, great. Well, it's very important to have also your own time. What
Yeah.
do you play nowadays? I mean, being a dad, I guess, especially a young kid like that, it gets she gets up, she starts crying, she needs attention. So, what type of games do you play nowadays?
Well, I stick to the games that I used to play, like World of Warcraft. I've been
Mhm.
playing it since 2006 or 7, so it's a very long time. And nowadays it's mostly Call of Duty, Battle
Mm.
Royale. I don't know. I like it, but it's the game is getting out of hand, especially because of cheaters and how modern games are. Like everything has to be fast paced, everything has to
Mhm.
be done in 20 minutes and so on. Nobody have time, and that I think that's the main issue, because every game you get now, it's, let's say, 15, 20 hours of playtime, and that's it. Everything is so fast. For
Yeah.
example, I don't know, you maybe played Witcher,
Mhm.
GT5 or GT series. You spend like gazillion times doing side quests, and
Mhm.
then get back to main story. Nowadays, it's just, and especially with all the sites and everything's available online. Oh, I don't know, I can do this mission, Google it, and that's it. I think that's taking the fun of the games.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah, you are very much right. Yeah,
I
you're
think
very right.
you played the first Metal Gear Solid,
Mhm.
and you remember the mission with the psychic dude. I can't remember the name.
Oof, that is the
Uh,
best thing
when
ever.
you had to change the controllers from slot 1 to slot 2.
Yeah,
Psycho Mantis, yeah.
yeah,
I mean, that's the, I don't know, that's something
true,
you didn't repeat.
true. You don't get such things anymore at
Yeah,
all. I mean, just at that time, it was like PlayStation 1, I think, Metal Gear Solid. I think it was 3, I assume. I don't know, I don't remember.
yeah, I think so.
But it was like he's reading your mind. And you are being told that he is reading your
Yeah,
mind,
yeah.
but honestly, to me, at that time, like those magazines like Gameplay or something like that were really popular. That's where I actually learned that you need to
Yes.
stick it in the controller 2 slot in order for him not to read your mind. And the fact how amazing that is, like 20 years later, we're still speaking about it
Yes,
because no other
that's the
game has
best
replicated
part of it.
something like that. It's really amazing. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, when you see like that type of game, I don't know. We used to play Call of Duty 1. We used to play Toy Soldiers and stuff like that. It nowadays, I think nowadays, because all the innovations and all the technology, everybody's focused about graphics, and that's
Hmm.
not the main part. The best part about gaming is exploring, doing the story, I don't know, doing side quests and so on. Something to get you hooked on. For example, a WoW, I mean, you can fish for fuck's sake and do, I don't know, somebody from our guild like spent 80 hours fishing to catch a rare fish. That's amazing.
Yeah, it really is. And also, one thing that you mentioned, like the games nowadays, they are very short,
Yes.
and it's heavily focused on graphics, which could be maybe interesting for somebody, but it's very weird to see that the trend is catching up. It's very much jump in and play. That's also the rise of the battle royale games
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
see. The good thing about Battle Royale games is I tend to be bad at them, so it's relatively quick. I know that it's going to take me maybe 20 minutes max
Yeah,
because I will
that's
not
like
get
25 minutes and that's it.
Yeah, true. But what do you think gaming like before and gaming nowadays? Would you say that it has improved in certain aspects but heavily downgraded in others?
Yeah, that's I think that's the definition of it. You have like I think people back then used to storytell. Everything
Mm-hmm.
was fantasy. Everything was well written and well designed. And nowadays, I think it's more. Well, we have to be honest. Everything is much more realistic and
Mm-hmm.
amazing physics. For example, you
Mm-hmm.
I don't know walk in the street through a can or something. It goes for like real can. But I think everything nowadays is more focused on making money, not selling the product, not keeping your buyer happy. For,
That's true. Yeah, gaming has become a huge business.
yes, yeah,
That's definitive. I mean, with every business, you have stakeholders. Stakeholders are mostly not gamers. They are businessmen and first, or business people,
yes,
and they are of course focused on profits. So, and in the end, the people who are suffering are the gamers,
yeah.
who are looking for those stories, who are looking to immerse themselves in a world and say, yeah, I spent 60 hours on this, and wow, I
I
really
mean,
felt it.
for example, I didn't play Diablo till like recently, but I
Hmm.
remember the stories from people that are still playing Diablo 1 and 2, and that game was, I don't know how many, 15, 20 years old, and that tells you how well designed game back in days were. Nowadays, for example, you have like, let's say 10, 15 games you can say, oh, I was really hooked on that. For me
True.
personally, that was GTA. I love the
Hmm.
GTA series, and especially Red Dead Redemption. But I think the Rockstar is um, something different. They really spend a lot of time making amazing game. And you play it for 5, 6 years, then the
Hmm.
next game come. Uh, well, because I play Call of Duty mostly, you have Call of Duty that come every year. Man,
Yeah. No,
that's
it's a
that's too
franchise
too
nowadays,
much.
like FIFA.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, like FIFA, and
Hmm.
everything
Yeah.
is the same. Nothing has improved. Or for FIFA, NBA, you have just a roster change, and that's it. The graphics, the mechanics, everything is the same.
True. Yeah, true. I mean, but then again, when it comes to those sports games, I don't think you can change much more than like
Yeah,
physics and making it more realistic. But there is like this huge FOMO, like fear of missing out that the companies are now targeting. For example, one thing that Epic Games did with Fortnite, they implemented the rotating daily shop, which
yeah,
you always have what if on this day the skin that I want comes and I miss it? And they are basically hooking you in that
yeah,
sort of you have to log in daily. It's essentially becoming a side job,
yeah. I
which
think that's
in
the
itself is really problematic.
yeah. I think the most problematic, well, the biggest problem is companies uh, doesn't hear the stories that people that are playing the game they in, they say. uh,
Hmm.
they don't listen to communities. I know Dino, Matko, and so on play part of Exile. You too, I think.
Hmm.
I think that's the one of the game that really listen what people say. Oh, this is broken. Please fix it in a couple of hours. It's fixed, or I don't know. This is OP and so on. Well, not in the game, but I heard when you speak on
Hmm.
Discord.
Hmm.
But other games, I don't think they really listen what you are saying. They only try to sell it and make profit, and that's it. It's
Mm.
good business, and that's it.
What do you think now with how technology is advancing, especially the AI aspect? Um, I mean, I myself, like professionally, I am very much into AI. But do you think that the gaming companies, once they start using AI more effectively, and especially in the storytelling, do you think that we are going to see games who have, in a sense, lost the soul because the whole story is written by AI? Do you think this is something that's coming up?
Well, to be honest, I mean, even the AI, somebody's behind it. It's not just something out of nothing. So even with the AI implementing in the games and well web browsers and so on, somebody's behind it who has to update it to keep all the data and write the data and so on. And I think we won't miss out on storytelling, or we won't miss out the soul of the game. But what I think is people tend to say, "Oh, AI is great, AI is amazing," and so on. I don't think we even touch 1% of what AI is capable of doing, and that's the scary part.
Yeah, I mean, that's also something I'm telling people. It's when it comes to AI and currently where AI is, you can think of it as the early stages of internet. Like dial-up was something, oh my God, amazing for us. Then came cable, then came optic, blah, blah, blah. And now you have like ultra high-speed internet that goes up to like, I don't know, 10 gigabits per second for like regular people, not just governments and companies. So AI is currently in the stages of dial-up. And AI will really exponentially just improve everything. But what I'm interested in, so you did mention story and the gameplay is important for you, not so much the graphics. In the recent times, what would you say are like the most or best done games in your opinion that you have played, except Witcher or besides Witcher and GTA series? Have you tried anything else, like God of War, for example?
Yeah, I did, but I didn't play it too much. I played what's it called? Well, I played Assassin's Creed, but
which one? There's like 2 million of them.
I think, yeah, I think the last one I played was Greek Odyssey.
Oh, Odyssey.
But problem for me is that that game is really repetitive. If you miss like two series, come back, it's basically the same. Yeah,
just different setting, right?
Yeah, improved graphics, maybe some different type of killing, but basically it's repetitive. I did play Red Dead Redemption. I was really into it. I did play Cyberpunk. I also like that one, and I got the Battle Pass Xbox Game Pass, and I downloaded the Diablo series. I never played it, so I was like, let's see what hype is about, and I really enjoyed it. I'm not the type of guy that plays hack and slash games, but it's story-wise, it's really good, especially cinematics. Cinematics from Blizzard are amazing.
Well, that's really something Blizzard is well known of.
Yeah, I mean, that is.
I will never forget the Wrath of the Lich King cinematic. I still get goosebumps seeing it. So yeah, it's
even the new one is really amazing. The War Within.
It's something that they do really amazing. Yeah. Personally, I'm looking forward to the War Within. Will you play it?
Yeah, I already purchased the. What?
Repurchase.
Yeah.
Well, you have to. It's Blizzard in the end.
Yeah.
Hate it or love it, you still return to it.
Yeah, but I think that they have a big issue, especially World of Warcraft. Diablo not so much, but I think World of Warcraft has a big issue, and that's it. That's the part that only gamers that played the game are still playing. I don't think there's a new players playing or that intend to play the World of Warcraft series.
What do you think is the reason behind that?
Too many things done in history, because you have like, I think this is the 10th or 11th expansion, and I know they're trying their best to tell the story before and to get you basically to know what everything happened, but it's hard, really hard, and because all the mechanics that are in the game and every spell, the PvP part, PvE part, dungeons, raids, and so on. I think it's hard for a new player to be hooked on that game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I don't think there's a fix for that. That game is built that way, and that's it. You just play it or don't play. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
the
Do you
answer.
think that, considering that the market has shifted towards jump in and play games which are not so long, that is also one of the issues, that the MMOs as we know them, like 20 years ago, are no longer interesting for the younger population, which is mostly focused on instant gratification and instant success, instant wins, or if possible also some pay to win aspects if they can be there. So could it be that just the population and like the gaming population and gaming atmosphere has shifted towards more of those like jump in and play games where people don't really have so much time into investing in an MMO?
Oh, well, we have to be honest, we are getting old, so yeah. I mean, when you remember your first time playing, it's like you playing games at home, and then you like sneak out or grab some money that you have, go to the game center, play with your friends, Counter-Strike, playing like hours and hours with friends at the the game center.
Mm.
And nowadays you have like well, I have a cousin that plays like full-time playing games. He even earns from it, and he's doing for example, somebody pays him to level up his character.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, you have a company, you don't have time, you have money, so what you do, you pay. And I think that's the well, that's the issue for all gamers. Everything is now pay to win. I don't have time, but there's a store bundle that gives me a level 70 boost, level 80 boost, or whatever. I just pay it, and that's it.
Mm. Yeah, but it's also like the lack of time, and I guess
Yeah,
the narrative has shifted as well towards those
yes.
instant gratification. Great. So tell me, you said you are looking forward to the work thin. What do you plan to play there? Will you stick to your current class? What is your current class at all?
Yeah, my current class is Discipline Priest. I've been playing it since, I don't know, I think my first character was Thrall the Rogue, and after it I was hooked on a priest, and I pretty much play every expansion as a priest. So I'll still play it, but I like the hunter, especially the marksman hunter, and the I don't know, just the lore and how hunter really it's hunter basically. So not too fancy, nothing special about it, and it suits me.
Great. No, that's amazing. So, are there any other games that you are looking forward to release this year?
And this year I saw like maybe two or three. I saw the Wukong.
Black
I think
Myth.
I think that
Can't
game
wait.
is gonna be awesome, especially because they designed it in Unreal Engine.
Mm-hmm.
That thing is gonna take over the game.
It is also the first AAA Chinese game releasing.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to that. And I've seen yesterday they've released like the final trailer. I was just in awe. I was honestly getting goosebumps because the animations, the fluidity,
Yes.
it just looks amazing. I can't wait to play it.
Yes, I mean if that translates to game, it's gonna be something really you have to play. Like that's you have to play.
Yeah, I definitely think it has Game of the Year perspectives in front of it. Definitely.
And
anything else that you're looking forward to?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Like, well, there's a new Call of Duty coming later. I think in October, November. I'll be probably playing that as well. The GTA is coming in 2025, allegedly. What else? I'm not sure really.
Diablo expansion is not something you're looking forward to?
I'll probably play the Diablo expansion. Oh yeah, and the Delta Hawks. Not sure if you saw it.
No, what is that?
Oh, that's it's alpha testing at the moment. It's something between Call of Duty and Battlefield.
Okay.
It's gonna be like 40 versus 40, big map, and it's a attack and defend mode. You have like DMZ extraction mode, and you have like the campaign. So it basically has something for everyone. I played it like a couple of hours, and it's graphic is amazing, but mechanics and how the game feels is really good, and especially because it's alpha stages. So if you have time, check it out.
Cool, sounds great. Definitely made a note for myself to check that out. Great. So let's circle back a bit on your architecture
Sure.
endeavors. You did say that you are taking some inspiration and ideas from games, but how easy is it even to translate some of those like fantasy world architectures that we see into the modern world?
Well, I mean, for example, you have like the biggest fantasy company, Disney. That's the logo is castle taking over our history. So everything nowadays, everything, the history repeats itself. So basically, but I think even with the gaming, when you have like fantasy type of games, you'll have some architecture parts that are coming back. For example, I remember I played Never End or Never something like that. The game, it's
Neverwinter.
Yeah, Neverwinter, and it's amazing graphics. And when I played The Witcher, it reminded me with all the housing and all the details of that game. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, when you have games that are coming out, I think even the designers or architects that are building the games are taking notes from the games before, and they try to implement it in the new one.
I see. Great. So before we wrap this conversation today up, I have a question, and that is, what advice do you have for our listeners? How can they balance their life and gaming, and how can they make the best use of it?
Well, I think the best advice I can give is like, do what makes you happy, really. If you have family, spend time with the family, you'll have time to game, really. Also, if you want to go for a hike, go hiking. Just know the games and gaming will always be there. So when you have time, or I don't know, you didn't play like a couple of days, and the thrill when you get on is amazing. So even that, take time off from gaming. It will help, because you'll get the thrill that you had had as a kid when you just first start the game and feel like all the goosebumps and so on. Take a couple of days off from gaming and start a game. You'll see how it feels.
Great. Thank you so much for coming today on the podcast, and with those amazing last words, I would like to once again say thank you for all of our listeners for joining us today on the Modern Gaming Podcast. Stay tuned for another episode, and talk to you all soon. Thank you so much, and goodbye.